Millions of Americans commute to work every day. But imagine if your commute was like this. And your job was like this. It's just another day at the office for the Army's Golden Knights. Of course, their office is 2.5 miles above the earth, and their job involves performing complicated maneuvers while plummeting 120 miles an hour toward the ground. They are the Army's elite parachute team, and they travel the world performing for the public and competing against other teams.
The parachute team started in 1959, and it was first formed right here at Fort Bragg, North Carolina. And from there, we just started winning gold medals and keeping it rolling, and here we are today, still doing the same thing. We are all soldiers first. We go through a tryout program, and you know, it's a pretty strenuous, rigorous, tryout program. And once you pass that and you become a member of the team, you're still in the Army, a soldier first, and you get to go and represent those soldiers that are out there fighting to the American public.
And it's not just the men up there. The fearless women's team is just as accomplished.
It means a lot to me. I didn't really know what an impact it was being a woman on the parachute team. I started meeting a lot of folks on the road who came up to me, and some women would cry, saying that they wish they had this opportunity when they were younger.
We train safety is, utmost, most important. Right. So I really do not feel that I'm in any more danger than I am driving down the street.
Day in and day out, it's training, 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 in the air and on the ground.
We utilize the vertical wind tunnel as a free fall simulator to hone our skills, to develop new skills, and to maintain our proficiency that we do have in the air.
There isn't anything in the air that you can't do in here. This is a relaxing and a less stressful environment due to the simple fact that there's no ground coming up at you.
Right.
There's no worry about packing a parachute. There's no worry about opening a parachute, parachute malfunctions and things like this. So that's why it's an invaluable training tool.
Okay, so what this guy's doing right now, will I be able to do that, or is that just for the experience?
Will you be able to do all this?
Yes.
No.
No.
Not at all. As a first-time flyer, it's really important to learn the importance of relaxing.
And he wasn't kidding. After suiting up and getting a quick lesson, I decided to give it a try. These guys make it look really easy, but I can tell you it's not. After some help from the pros, I was ready to fly for real. But I know I'm jumping with the best of the best. Sergeant First Class Mike Elliott was even selected to jump with former President Bush. So what was it like to jump the president?
When I took the president out, it was a representation of all the soldiers. So for the former president to have confidence in us, has confidence in all his soldiers. So that meant a lot.
Watch your head going up.
Are you nervous at all?
Sure, I'm nervous. Are you nervous?
A little bit.
Yeah, you should be.
Take a look at these faces. They represent the U.S. Army. This is the team of the Golden Knights. They have won more awards, more gold medals than any other competition team throughout the world. So I'm in very good hands. I'm excited. It's a little nerve-wracking when you look out and you see the ground below you, but you know you're in good hands.
It's showtime!
Woo!
Okay, ready, set, up!
Awesome! Army strong, baby! That was an incredible experience.
You did great up there.
I put my trust in Mike. Mike trusts me to do the right thing, which is exactly what our soldiers are doing every day in Iraq and in Afghanistan. And we thank you so much for fighting for us, because we haven't met personally, but I trust you and I know that you're doing the right thing, just like I trusted Mike today, and he got me here safely.
And we're back now with Ainsley Earhardt. First thing I notice as you do this jump, is you're smiling the whole entire time. It seemed like you really enjoyed this.
I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun, and I was in safe hands, which made me feel 100 times better.
All right, so you're 2 miles up in the air, 13,500 feet, and you jump out of this plane, and there you are smiling, and no nervousness, not even a little bit.
I was nervous the day before. We had to get in this wind tunnel that allows you to feel like you're flying as the wind is blowing underneath you, and that made me more nervous because you're practicing your arch, you're practicing putting your hands out. But then when you finally get in the air, you've signed your life away, you've signed all these waivers.
You bought your insurance, you're all set.
You've said your prayers, and you jump.
All right. So, but one thing I wanted to ask, because I've never done this, I'd love to go out with those guys, by the way. That seems like fun.
I was telling them, I said, when next time you have a concert, you need to get them to fly in
our Freedom
into the stadium. Yes.
All right. You know what? Because they do this they do this at NASCAR, they do this at football games and stadiums all around the country, and they're the best at it. But when you finally trigger that chute, here's my big question, because it looks like all of a sudden you're going right back up. But you told me it doesn't really feel that way.
It looks like that because the guys with the cameras, as we're jumping out, they continue to fall. They have not pulled their parachutes yet. So it looks like we're snapped back when we pull our parachute, when really they're just still
And then what
falling.
does it feel like? Do you feel like at that point you're just taking it all in? You're in a hot air balloon?
You do. You feel like you are flying. You feel like a bird.
That's Ainsley across America, up and below America as well. But Ainsley, thanks for a great report.
Thanks, Sean. It was a lot of fun.
And Ainsley wasn't the only one who took that huge leap. Our friend and producer Dan Cohn, he also made the 2.5-mile jump. Just incredible. And that's it for this edition of Hannity's America.